Remember guys, make sure that you're safe, watching above you when you're using a water fed pole. You don't come into contact with power lines. Pull that pole down, collapse it down to move it. Just remember that guys, don't forget. So I wanted to kind of show everybody something with these brushes. I mean, of course, if you've used these, you know that, with the weight of the hose, this tends to bring this T back into this and kind of limits sometimes the movement back and forth of the brush, or the tension will make it bind where you won't want to, it won't want to move back and forth. This is a relatively easy and inexpensive fix. What it is, and Craig showed me this, Craig Hednenzel. It's just a straight push to fit, cut in half, and then you just slide it down over top of the hose, and then it just kind of like stops itself right there and allows this to move freely, and you won't get that, it won't drag the hose down through the body of the pole. So that's a really easy, super easy fix to that issue if you are having it. See, in the same principle here, if you don't like to run your hose through the center of the pole, this also works this way. And all I do is just, I don't know if you guys can see this, but I just feed the hose through there, push it down on my tailgate, and then just shove it in, and then just pull it through. And then you can do the same thing like this. Just plug it in here, and then put it in your hose clamp, your hose guide, and that'll also stop it from pulling. So just a really easy, inexpensive fix. Just take a push to fit, cut it in half, feed the hose through the back way, and she'll hold it. No issues. You don't really run in this too often with the high flow hose, but if you're still using the small hose, this is a very simple fix for this issue. Yeah, so yeah, I've had these brushes now for, I think I got my first one, the Squeegee Life branded one, back in early to late spring, and so far so good. I really like them. I have all of them now. The boar's hair, the hybrid, and the regular brush, just the regular light nylon brush. This is my favorite, is the hybrid one. I really like, I'm a hybrid brush user when it comes to broom style brushes, and these say no difference. I really like these as well. There is a price variance between all of these. The nylon 14-inch is $109 right now, with the 15% off. The hybrid 14-inch is $118 right now with the 15% off. The 14-inch boar's hair is $135.15. And let's move on to the 18-inch brushes. The 18-inch brush boar's hair is $169.15. The hybrid 18-inch is $160, and the 18-inch nylon is $152. So I mean, it's not too bad of a price compared to some of the other brushes like these on the market. After using these since the beginning of spring till now, it's mid-August, I felt like it was that's a good enough amount of time to give you my opinion on these. These are great brushes, man. They're super light. They do scrub very well for their weight, which is kind of nice. If you're someone like me that's been cleaning windows for 21 years, your arms are shot, your shoulders are hurting, you know what I mean? Let's be honest. We're doing things repetitively, so you're gonna get some repetitive motion injuries. People are, oh, you didn't do this, you didn't do that right. If you're doing something a couple 100 times a day, or in an hour, you know what I mean, your joints are going to go bad, you know what I mean? That's just part of life. But this really reduces that strain, and they scrub really well too. And you can, like if you're a guy that don't like to use water fed pole for everything and you just want to use it for maintenance clean, a light brush, a regular nylon light brush, perfect for you. The hybrid, it's got the boar's hair in there, still with the nylon around the outside. Really nice brush. And then, you know, you could step up to the boar's hair if you really want to get to scrubbing. You have to be careful with how you use any boar's hair brush, just so you guys know. If you're topping and bottom and pointing these out on the glass, and you know, you're gonna, boar's hair tangles, it's a natural fiber. You have to be careful with that. I want people to know that. It's not bristle quality. It's not like they have better boars somewhere. Like, oh, I get my boars are from outer space, and they got outer space bristles, and you know, we got outer space boars here. No. Some of these brushes, with any brush, you can see they're kind of, that's just from me getting them wet, throwing them in the back of my truck. Yeah, I treat this equipment terribly. I'm going to be honest with you. And that's kind of what that's what I'm asked to do, is put it through its paces, beat it up. You know, don't treat it all nice and gingerly. I beat this stuff up. I mean, that's my job, is to test this product out, make sure that it works good, make sure that it functions like it's supposed to, and make sure that it lasts. So I just toss it in the back of the truck. If your brush gets a little funky or deformed, just set it in your bucket of water overnight. It'll be straightened out in the morning. You're good to go. If you're looking for a sales rep, I'm looking for new customers. Give me a buzz, shoot me a text message at 419-515-2854, and if you want to hop on the phone, we can set it up, get you an order placed, took care of. You know, I'm on the glass every day, so this is what I do for a living. I'm not in an office somewhere. I clean windows. That's what I do. I was given the opportunity to sell things because of my experience cleaning windows and the fact that I use the product every day. And I pretty much have used every single thing that they sell. It's an easy company to get behind. I mean, anyone that, unless you're living under a rock, you know what I'm talking about. They're all about the community. They give back to the community. They have the best carbon fiber warranty in the industry. There is none better, bar none. Their clamps are the best, in my opinion. I've used a bunch of clamps. These new clamps, the V4 clamps, are amazing. Best preventative measure to not get shocked does not have your pole come in contact with power wires. Don't work around them. And your pole's going to be at height. It's a good idea to have one of these. These are sold at cost. There's no profit made on these. What we get these for is what you'll buy them for. You pay at cost for the Simpole. So it's a very nice addition to your water-fed arsenal, is to have some insulating poles, some insulated gloves, some insulated boots, and some insulated pole sections. It's just smart. You know what I mean? It's just smart. Being safe with water-fed pole gets skimmed over a little bit, but from now on, when I do a video about water-fed poles, you guys are going to hear it from me. Sorry. I have a responsibility, I feel like, by selling the poles and doing videos with the equipment, that I need to tell you guys to make sure that you're always safe doing this. So you're going to hear me beating that drum from here on out. But yeah, they're great brushes. There's probably going to be some people in the comments talking about how this is a stolen idea and this is a copy of a Reach It brush, and you know, the Reach It brush is a copy of Eric Gilliland and Larry Crook's brush. Period, point blank, end of discussion. The difference between this brush and Perry's brush is the guys that invented it are being compensated. They get royalties on it. They get a royalty check on these now. So for every one of these sold, those guys get some money. That's something that Perry just was not willing to do. So you're not going to have that with Xero. You're going to get taken care of. The best shipping available. The best customer service available. I mean, you got guys like me that have been cleaning windows for 21 years as sales reps. Guys like Steve-O, guys like Jersey, like guys that know the business, that have run the business, guys like me that are still in the business. You're going to get taken care of. And the best carbon fiber warranty in the industry, bar none. Bar none. There is no better. So you can't go wrong buying a Xero Lite brush. They come in 18, they come in 14. They're all under $200. Here in the US, you're probably going to get one. If you order one, you're probably going to get one in 2 days. I mean, at 3 at the max. You don't have to pay an exorbitant shipping price to have it shipped from overseas. You don't have to worry about any of that stuff. I mean, of course, if you're buying a Xero brush and you live overseas, you're probably going to have to pay for it to get there. But if you live in the States, you're not going to have that problem. You know what I mean? So it's just a great piece of equipment. It's a nice thing to add to your arsenal. Am I saying you should go out and buy every single brush? No, but you know, having one or two of these, like a nylon or a hybrid, or a boar's hair and a nylon, you know, whatever floats your boat. You know, there's different scrubs here, very aggressive, mildly aggressive, and just, you know, keeping her clean. You know what I mean? But yeah, they're great. They're great brushes. I really like them. I've been beating the crap out of them. Like this one I use a lot, the boar's. This, I've been using this one. I really like this. It's a very nice brush. I beat the crap out of it. It's still working great. This one I use a whole bunch. I beat the crap out of it. This is big head, mild use. I'm not a straight nylon guy, never have been. But for like stuff that gets done quite often, these are super nice. They like float on the glass. And you know, that really helps if you've been cleaning windows a long time, or you're like me, a guy that works by himself, or you have a small crew, you're trying to get high production out of a small crew. A nice light brush that doesn't create a lot of fatigue is really nice. Something that you don't have to lift a brush off the glass to rinse with. It's nice. And again, the product is 100% backed by a reputable company that's all about making sure the end user is happy. So if you're looking for a sales rep, 419-515-2854. Hit me up, send me a text message. We can hop on the phone. I can talk you through whatever you're wanting to know about. Hook you up with some window cleaning tools. And yeah, man, I really like to thank Xero for allowing me to test these tools out. I also like to mention, you know, there's free shipping on orders over $49. Don't forget about that. 15% off all of Huge Convention Week. There's also a 20% off on all multi-stage systems right now from Xero. If you're in the market for like the Xero Revolution Max, like I've got right here, that's 20% off right now. 20% off. So you can't beat that with a stick. Free light nylon brush with any water-fed pole purchase. That's pretty cool. So you get a free upgrade to one of these right here. If you buy a water-fed pole, you get a free light brush right now. So, you know, they just, I mean, you know, give me a call, man. If you don't give me a call, give Steve-O a call, or Jersey a call. But those guys don't need your money, I do. But yeah, man, I really appreciate you guys watching. Thanks a lot. And I'll be coming back with another video soon. Gonna be unboxing and using Unger's new carbon fiber trad pole. So that's coming up next. And we'll see where we go from there, guys. But thanks a lot. I'll see you guys later. Peace.